So we are very fortunate to have Her Grace Savitri Mataji with us, and Savitri Mataji will be continuing with Navadvipa Mahatmya seminar. So Mataji, you can take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Priti. Thank you everyone for joining us. We are going to read from Sri Navadvipa Dham Mahatmya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanyamnobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopeshu Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading from Sri Navadvipa Dham Mahatmya. We are going to finish the 6th chapter. Then we'll start other chapters by just speaking the summary of the chapter. Later, we'll read in details chapter 16, 17, 18. So, the last portion of 6th chapter is all about Kaji's, Chand Kaji's attainment of Prema. So, last time we studied that how Mother Parvati was blessed by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu to live in Navadvipa, and she attained the Krishna Prema. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that in Braja, Mother Parvati is present as Yogamaya or Purnamasi. Same Yogamaya or Purnamasi is known as Pauramaya or Parvati, Mother Parvati in Navadvipa Dham. And beautiful temple is also there. The temple's name is Paurama's temple. So after that, Sri Nityananda Prabhu took Jeeva Goswami to another place. That is the place, the name of the place is Mathura actually, where Chand Kaji lived. And in Krishna Leela, Chand Kaji was Kamsa, and Hosansa was Jarasandha. So they also appeared in Gauranga Leela as Hosansa, the king of Bengal, and Chand Kaji. As we know that they did not get Krishna Prema in Vrindavan Leela. So now they again appeared, and finally they attained the goal of our existence. Goal of their existence is to attain love of Krishna. And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu used to call Chand Kaji as Mama, maternal uncle, because the same Kamsa appeared as Chand Kaji. And detailed pastimes are already there in Chaitanya Bhagavata and Chaitanya Charitamrita. But the main point here that Chand Kaji attained the Krishna Prema from Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Although he was an offender, he tried to stop Sankirtan Leela, as we know, but still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so magnanimous, so charitable person, freely gave that Gaura Prema or Krishna Prema. So with these pastimes we understand the difference between Vrindavan Dhama and Navadvipa Dhama. Actually, principally, there is no difference. Both are Vrindavan Dhama, but still, when it comes to consider who is more beneficent in giving Krishna Prema, then we consider Navadvipa Dham is higher. Navadvipa Dham gives us Krishna Prema. Three things are very potent right now in Kali Yuga: Gaura Nama, Gaura Dhama, and Gaura Rupa. Gaura Nama, Gauranga's name; Gaura Dhama, abode of Gauranga, Navadvipa Dham; and Gaura Rupa, the form of Gauranga that we worship. By worshipping Gauranga, definitely we are going to get Yugal Prema, love for Shri Radha Krishna. Ultimately, we gain Radha Pada Ashraya, which is the goal actually, because she is the abode of Krishna Prema. She is the abode of devotion service to Krishna, and we achieve Radha Pada Ashraya by worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and the love for the divine couple is aroused very quickly. So now this chapter is being concluded with understanding this. Just see the difference between Braja Tattva and Navadvipa Tattva. Who is speaking? Nityananda Prabhu is speaking to Srila Jeeva Goswami. Those who offend Krishna are liberated by merging into the Lord's effulgence, whereas in Navadvipa, the offenders receive the treasure of love of God. Therefore, Lord Gauranga's pastimes are considered the highest. Gauranga's abode, name, form, and qualities do not consider offense. Rather, they expertly deliver one from any offense. If the devotee has some offense in his heart, then Krishna's name and abode will deliver him only after a long time. But Gauranga's name and abode immediately bestow prema on the devotee, for offenses create no obstacle and are easily overcome. O Jeeva, see the cause is samadhi. By seeing this samadhi, the living entities, old age and disease are vanquished. Actually, before entering Mayapur, we all visit Chandkaji's samadhi and we pay our obeisances there. It's a very potent place. And we remember this pastime, that in spite of his offenses, Lord Gauranga offered or bestowed the love of Krishna. So we must have full faith in Gauranga's mercy. That should be there in the heart. And after that, Srila Jeeva Goswami visited, means Nityananda Prabhu took him to a place known as Shardanga. In Shardanga, Jagannath temple is there. That is Sri Purushottam Kshetra in Mayapur. Now it is known as Rajapur. That place where Jagannath temple is situated, that is called Rajapur or Shardanga, where Lord Jagannath eternally is residing, along with his brother and sister Baladev and Subhadra. Beautiful temple is there. We must go to visit whenever we go to Mayapur, because that place is none other than Purushottam Kshetra. Then Nityananda Prabhu took Jeeva Goswami to a place known as Sri Vishram Sthan, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took rest, Vishram, after performing Sankirtan. And there he showed the house of Sridhar, Kholabecha Sridhar, most fortunate Kholabecha Sridhar. As we know, he was a pure devotee of Lord Gauranga, an associate of Lord Gauranga. So after that, they went to Talavana in Brajapur. Actually, all the places in Vrindavan Dham are also present in Navadvipa Dham. All the Leela Sthali, the places of pastimes of Krishna, are also present in Navadvipa Dham. Very potent and very powerful and very wonderful places still existing. So Nityananda Prabhu is taking Jeeva Goswami to all those places, and same pastimes also enacted there. In this way, we have finished the chapter 6. Main points we just touched as summary. Now we are entering into chapter 7. Chapter 7 is known as the Suvarna Vihar Sri Deva Palli. So in this chapter, we are going to hear some philosophy spoken by Sri Narad Muni. And this philosophy is very important for us. So let's read that portion. Now, how the same philosophy means the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam and essence of Bhagavad Gita is here in this chapter, chapter 7. And now Sri Narada Muni is speaking to a king. So the chapter begins with this: all glories to Sri Chaitanya Chandra, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, all glories to Sri Gadadhara Pandit, all glories to all the devotees beginning with Srivasa, who have deep attachment for the divine feet of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. All glories to the topmost Dham, Sri Navadvipa. So in Suvarna Vihar, Sri Nityananda Prabhu speaking to Srila Jeeva Goswami that in Satyuga, one king lived here. His name was Sri Suvarna Sen. So that king reigned the kingdom for a long time, and he never wanted to stop his work as a king. So that story we are now going to read, and the philosophy is spoken by Sri Narada Muni to King Suvarna Sen. So the story goes like that. During Satyuga, a famous king named Sri Suvarna Sen resided here. He ruled the place for a long time. Even in his old age, he remained busily engaged in his kingly duties without retiring from them. Just like us, we don't want to retire from our family life. We stick to the family life as long as possible. So the king was always engrossed in sense enjoyment and always worried about how his kingdom could prosper. One day, who knows by what good fortune, Devarshi Sri Narada came to visit him. Upon seeing Sri Narada, the king offered prayers and worshipped him. Seeing the king's condition, Sri Narada's heart filled with compassion for him. He took the king to a secluded place and instructed him about the real truth, Tattva. Sri Narada said, "O king, you are spending your days uselessly, pondering how to gather wealth. You should understand that wealth does not bring fortune, but rather misfortune. Just once contemplate in your heart the divine knowledge of actual fortune, the fifth goal of human life, Krishna Prema. Wife, sons, friends, relatives, and others are not ours. After death, none of them belong to us. After your death, your body will be cremated on the bank of a river, and the ashes will be thrown in its waters. Everyone will then go back to their respective homes. Since no one belongs to you, why are you maintaining false hope that they do? Why are you trying to quench your thirst by remaining attached to sense enjoyment, which being only a tiny drop is unable to quench your thirst? If you say that attempting to accumulate wealth will enable you to attain happiness and relieve your life of suffering, then I have to say, O king, that this is completely false, because life itself is temporary. It will not last for more than 100 years. You should therefore understand the essence of life, the real purpose of life. Just see, we have only attained the human form of life to cross over the ocean of material existence, or in other words, to perform bhajana. Do you know how to attain that place where there is no lamentation, sorrow, or fear? Make an effort to understand how. So Narada Muni is trying to open the eyes of king, right? Because this is the truth of life, right? So he's reminding about the truth of life, although the king totally forgot about the truth of life. He was old, still he was not coming to the sense. So he still continuing, O king, that abode can be attained neither by renunciation alone nor solely by knowledge. When on the strength of renunciation and knowledge the material bondage has been severed, the living entities may at most attain kaivalya, sayujya, mukti, or merging with the impersonal aspect of the Lord. Now, Narada Muni is speaking very important point. By other means we get liberation, but this is impersonal liberation. But by Krishna bhajan or Gauranga bhajan, we attain personal liberation. That is, we get our place in the spiritual world. And we enter into the eternal pastimes of Krishna. Actually, right now we can enter into the pastimes of Krishna. How? This is the mercy of Gauranga. We must consider it. Gauranga Mahaprabhu started giving us the philosophy by saying, Jive Sharupa Hai Krishniro Nitya Das. The whole teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is based on this. Jive Sharupa Hai Krishniro Nitya Das, Krishna Tatastha Shakti Bhedabhed Prakash. The Jiva soul is eternal servant of Krishna. This very truth, in the very beginning we must realize. Okay, by realizing this truth, what happens? We enter into the pastimes of Krishna, eternal pastimes of Krishna. Because as long as one is living with the material conception of life, that I am body, he lives in the material existence. When a Jiva soul realizes this point, that I am Atma, I am part and parcel of Krishna and servant of Krishna, and develops this sentiment, then he is no longer in the material existence. He is in the pastimes of Krishna. This is the secret we have to realize. We should never forget our reality, the identification as this Krishna servant. The more we develop the feelings, the sentiment, the more we are firmly situated in the eternal pastimes of Krishna. It's a matter of time to realize our full swarupa in the eternal world. As Brahma Samhita also says that point, actually. I love this point. When we were reading Brahma Samhita, we came across with this point, In Brahma Samhita, in the text number 16, in the purport, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, the innumerable jivas as spiritual particles emanating from the oversoul in the form of pencils of rays of effulgence have no relation with the mundane world. When they come to know themselves to be the eternal servants of the Supreme Lord, they are then incorporated into the realm of Vaikuntha. See that? As soon as we realize this point, I am Jiva soul, I am part and parcel of Krishna, I am servant of Krishna, then that fortunate Jiva soul is incorporated into the realm of Vaikuntha. So he lives in Vaikuntha, in the spiritual world. He doesn't live in this material world. That's why we hear a pure devotee lives always in Vrindavan, not in this material world. And it's a fact. It's a fact. Because the ignorant soul lives here, and fully enlightened soul lives there. And also I love one, beautiful excerpt from Radhanath Maharaj's lecture. He says, time is precious because with every moment we could be investing in our future of the eternal pastimes with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or we can invest it in the repeated cycle of birth and death. We all have free will. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is so powerful. It's a matter of realizing his mercy. Many times we may think, okay, we have heard this truth millions of times that I am servant of Krishna. Now what's next? Actually, this is next. When you realize that I am servant of Krishna, then we become incorporated within the realm of Vaikuntha. Means we become the residents of Vaikuntha. We get the eligibility of, becoming a resident of Vaikuntha. This is so powerful understanding. Before the end of this life, we must realize this point. We must make sure that definitely I have my place over there, and the opportunity has been given to us. Now it's a matter of time to develop full love for Krishna. It is also there in the heart. That will be aroused in due course of time. And very quickly we can achieve by the mercy of Sri Gauranga. Because Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu never consider any offenses. Rather, they purify our offenses. So the more we take shelter of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, be assured that all the offenses will be gone and the pure love will be awakened in the heart. So now the king Suvarna, who forgot the essence of life and the truth of life, now Narada Muni is enlightening. Not to aspire for impersonal liberation, but the personal liberation means that you can go back to the spiritual world and resume there as an associate of Krishna in his pastimes. That opportunity is there. So this is the point. He is speaking more to King Suvarna Sen. We already heard those points repeatedly. Still, it is nice to understand again, to refresh our understanding. There is no happiness whatsoever in Kaivalya Mukti. For the living entities, it means total ruination and is completely contemptible. In Kaivalya Mukti, all sensory pleasures are eliminated, but nothing superior is attained. Therefore, that intelligent person who deeply considers the nature of Kaivalya will give up the desire for both bhukti, sense enjoyment, and mukti, the elimination of suffering, and engage solely in devotion to Sri Krishna, thoroughly understanding the principles of sambandha, one's relationship with Krishna, avideya, acting in accordance with the relationship, and prayojana, the ultimate goal of life. He will be detached from the sense enjoyment and attached to Sri Krishna's lotus feet. Narada Muni is speaking. I just finished, the verses up to 12 in 7th chapter. So Narada Muni again speaking, the living entity is Sri Krishna's servant, Sambandha, and without bhakti, avideya, the Jeeva will be completely destroyed. Means we would not be able to achieve the goal of our existence. On the tree of devotion grows the fruit of love of God, Prema, and the ultimate goal of life, Prayojana, is to attain the eternal wealth of Krishna Prema. Sense enjoyment and liberation are just insignificant fruits of the tree. We all know from Adi Lila Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita about Chaitanya Bhakti Vriksha, right? In that Chaitanya Bhakti Vriksha, the tree bears the fruits of Krishna Prema, Krishna Phala. Those phalas are what? The Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In the form of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the fruits are being distributed everywhere. In due course of time, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting will give us all success, because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke about it, that in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it is there beautifully. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed all the residents of Navadvipa Dham that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhu kahe kohilam ei maha mantra, ইহা জপ গিয়া সবে করিয়া নির্বন্ধ, ইহা হইতে সর্বসিদ্ধি হইবে সবার, সর্বক্ষণ বল ইথে বিধি নাহি আর, ইহা ছাড়া কিছু না বলিবে বলাইবে. Beautiful instruction. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, see that Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this is known as Maha Mantra. You must go on chanting this Maha Mantra with all your attention and with particular numbers, means regularly. With determination, you must chant. Iha hoite sarva siddhi hoibe sabar. By the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you will attain all the perfection. See, out of Navada Bhakti, 9 processes of devotional service, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stressed most on chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and he blessed that. Iha hoite sarva siddhi hoibe sabar. You will attain definitely all perfection. Sarvakkhana balaithe vidhinayar. Just go on chanting all the time, constantly. There's no particular rules and regulations of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we have firm faith in chanting, by remembering Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions to us, and with grateful heart, we keep on meditating on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, definitely we are going to achieve the success. Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema. Naam rupe kolikale Krishna avatar, naam hoite hai sarva jagata nistar. This naam, holy name of Krishna, is the incarnation of Krishna in Kali Yuga. Srila Prabhupada says beautifully that all forms of Krishna are very pleasing. In Kali Yuga, he appeared in the form of name. name form of Krishna is also most pleasing, actually, very pleasing. Name form, Nam Rupa. Nam Rupa Kolikale Krishna Avatar. So we should not neglect this process, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed, through chanting will attain all the success. The love of Godhead will attain, there's guarantee. We will attain. We must have this firm faith in our hearts. So Narada Muni was speaking to Suvarna Sen, King Suvarna Sen, about the Jeeva Tattva. What is Jeeva? Shri Krishna is likened to the sun of Chid Ananda, or knowledge and bliss. Maya is his shadow, and the living entity is an infinitesimal particle in the rays of that sun. Because the Jiva is generated from the marginal potency, Tatastha Shakti, illusion, Maya binds him in her net if he turns towards her. This is the point. That we have forgotten Krishna, that's why you are bound by Maya's net. So if we again remember the relationship with Krishna, we are released. This is as simple as possible. So this is the essential point Narada Muni speaking to King Suvarna. That living entity who turns away from Shri Krishna goes toward Maya. As a result, he is caught up in the perplexities of fruitive activities. He wanders about in her trap of material existence, attaining only troubles. He cannot obtain deliverance by the process of karma and jnana. So what is the process by which anyone, and King Suvarna Sen, can be released? Then he says, he is advising that by continuously performing bhajan, a living entity's nishtha gradually transformed into ruchi, intense relish for serving Krishna, and then into asakti, deep attachment for both the practice and the goal of the spiritual life, Shri Krishna. Thereafter, bhava, transcendental emotion, manifests, and after that prema, pure transcendental love manifests. From bhava, shuddha bhakti, or pure devotion, makes its appearance in the sequence. Hari Bol. Some sound is coming. So Narada Muni's instruction is perform Krishna bhajan by full awareness of your own identity in relation to Krishna. That is required. We cannot forget our identity, then enter into bhajan. That bhajan would not be Shuddha bhajan. As we heard the point, when we develop the feeling that I am servant of Krishna, then you are incorporated in the Vaikuntha atmosphere, Vaikuntha realm. See that immediate mukti is there. Gradually we attain prema. You become eligible for as the resident of Vaikuntha or Golok Dhama. We enter immediately in eternal pastimes of Krishna. This is so powerful, bhajan. So he said how a jiva soul attains prema gradually. Gradually, step by step. Because we are in contact with Maya, we do not get it. As soon as we fully invest our energy, our time, energy, everything in Krishna's service, then we are separated from Maya's influence. And we come under the influence of Krishna. So this is the point he spoke. So then he says more to King Suvarna Sen that how the relationship is fully awakened in the heart of a devotee. And also he said that when the devotee is in touch with Maya, is bound. So that is the point we understand. And he said, the point, beautiful point, the Navada Bhakti. Shavana Kirtana Moti, Sheva, Krishnarchana Noti, Dasho, Shakho, Atma Nivedano, Navada Sadhano Ei, Bhakata Sangha, Sange Kare Jei, Shei Lave Krishna Prema Dhana. 19. Very beautiful point. Hearing and chanting about the Supreme Lord's qualities, glories, and so forth, remembering, serving, and worshipping Him, offering Him obeisances, becoming His servant, becoming His friend, and offering one's own self to Him are called Navada Bhakti, the 9 limbs of devotional service. A person who follows this 9-fold process of devotion under the guidance of a devotee will achieve the wealth of love of Krishna. Gradually what happens? We become detached from material energy and we become totally attached to Krishna or Krishna's spiritual energy. That point, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Sanatana Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I love this verse. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was teaching Sri Sanatana Goswami, he said, Prabhu kahe Sanatano, Krishna je ratana dhano, bahuto kashtete je milaye, dara putra paribaro, bishay pasana aro, sabo jodi teya gaye. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Sanatan. Oh Sanatan, please listen. Prabhu kahe Sanatana, Krishna je ratana dhana. Krishna is most precious jewel, wealth for us. Bahut kashtate je mila hai. After much difficulties we attain, it is not easy to attain Krishna. Why? Daraputra parivaro. Vishay basana aro. Sab jodi teyaga. When we give up the attachment for wife, Putra, Dara means wife, Putra means son, Parivar, family, Vishaya Vasana, material desires. Desires for wealth, name and fame, followers, right? We must give up. Then fully engage ourselves in Shri Krishna Bhajana. Gradually we attain Krishna Dhana. We must remember the goal. What is goal? Krishna Dhana or Krishna Prema Dhana, same point. Because Prema unites both souls. The Jeeva soul unites with the Supreme Krishna, Supreme Soul. Prema is the power, a medium, by which it is possible. So he is saying, Radhamani is saying more to Subarnasena, because he was a king in Satyuga, in Navadvipa. So he said, you are a greatly blessed king because your residence is in Sri Navadvipa. Your good fortune has arisen because of your staying in the Dhama. Now please give up material enjoyment and reside in the association of saintly devotees to attain pure faith. Engage in continuous chanting of Sri Krishna's name and qualities, and thus invite the sun of Prema to arise in your heart. This point is very beautiful point. By chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the association of devotees, we invite the sun of Prema to arise in the heart. So he says more. Navadvipa says more. In the upcoming blessed Kali Yuga, Sri Krishna will appear as Sri Gauranga and along with his associates manifest his pastimes of Braja here. Whoever will chant the name of Sri Gaurahari will obtain the mercy of Sri Krishna and residence in will obtain the mercy of Sri Krishna and residence in Braja. This is shortcut method. and most effective method. He says more in 22, Gauro namo naloya jai Krishna bhaje gya shei Krishna boho kale payo Gauro namo loy jai Shoddo Krishna pai shei aparadho nahi rahe tayo. A person who worships Sri Krishna without taking shelter of Sri Gaura Hari and without chanting his name will attain Sri Krishna after a long time. But if someone chants the name of Sri Gaura Hari, he will quickly attain Sri Krishna and all his offenses will be vanquished. So this confidential point was revealed to King Suvarnasen by Sri Narada Muni. So this is the point we have to realize more. And that as we also hear, Bahu janmo kareo jodi shavana kirtana, to wo to na paye Krishna pade premadhana. It is not easy to attain premadhana. Even after chanting many lifetimes of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Something special favor is needed here. And who is going to bestow this favor? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, after instructing King, Suvarnasen, he left the place, and then, the king started his bhajana very seriously after getting the instruction. Just like we heard, Prahlad Maharaj or Dhruva Maharaj or many other disciples or devotees, they started their bhajan very seriously after being enlightened by Narada Muni. In Srimad Bhagavatam also there, Maharaj Chitraketu also was enlightened by Narada Muni very nicely. So it is very beautiful point to remember. And Narada Muni appeared in Gauralila as Srivas Thakur. And Srivas Thakur also very important personalities in Gauralila. So after that, Sri Suvarnasen, the Maharaj of Navadvipa Dham in Satyuga started, and his life became completely successful. So that Suvarnasen became Buddhimanta Khan in Gauralila. Buddhimanta Khan is really very exalted Gaura Parshad, associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and he also preached this Gauranga Mahaprabhu's glories everywhere by spreading this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Wherever one is spreading this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, he is glorifying Gauranga Mahaprabhu, because it is his gift to us. And how can we forget when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Gauranga Mahaprabhu? How? It is impossible to forget Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy upon us whenever we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And we are also very fortunate. Just it's a matter of realizing. After that, Sri Nityananda Prabhu took Jeeva Goswami to a place named Devapalli. Devapalli means the village of all demigods. And it's a very beautiful place. There is Sri Nisingha Kshetra, where Lord Nisinghadev lives. Also there is a beautiful place known as Surya Tila, Brahma Tila, Indra Tila, Ganesh Tila. Means all the demigods live there in one village, because they know very well about the glories of Sri Navadvipa Dham. Because all devatas also, they want to achieve Krishna Prema. They feel that it's just a burden to have the big post and having the pride associated with it, isn't it? the more we have the wealth, power, establishment, name, fame, honor, it is very difficult to remain humble, because the pride also is there in a very subtle form, and that prevents to achieve Krishna Prema. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the process. Trinadupi sunichena, taroropi sahishnuna. So, how can we maintain that Trinadupi sunichena consciousness? By remaining submissive to Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Gauranga Mahaprabhu's teachings. We realize we are very insignificant. I am more insignificant than the blade of grass, and it's a fact. Genuine feeling comes in the heart. A blade of grass benefits others. And what kind of benefit I am doing? If I compare myself with a blade of grass, I find I'm more insignificant, useless in one sense. The genuine feeling comes, the humility comes when we realize Krishna's vastness and our tininess, smallness. We remain very humble, very, very meek and humble. This is the intrinsic quality of a soul, to remain very humble and tolerant. Because of the humility, tolerance comes. Because of the understanding our insignificance, tolerance comes. We start to see good qualities in others. We genuinely feel everyone is better than me, everyone is better devotees than me. Even a dog is a better devotee than me. Even cat. How? Because the Atma is the servant of God. Some other, he is serving God, God's will. By becoming a dog and barking also, he is following God's will. He is a better devotee than me. Am I following God's will? Am I submissive to the will of Lord? That feeling comes. Jive Swarupaha Krishna Nitya Das. Eternally everyone is servant. So everyone is serving Krishna's will some or other. In any form, all the Jiva souls are following Krishna's will by going through karmic cycle. So a genuine, fortunate soul begins to see the reality. So genuine feelings come into the heart. Trinadupi sunichena taroropi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. And he pays his respects, honors to all living beings, even the cats and dogs. No one is insignificant in the eyes of a genuine devotee. How it is possible? By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The deep feeling of humility aroused in the heart. And this is the most comfortable position of a soul. Very pleasing situation where we really become humble without having any material desires. No desires of dhanam, janam, sundarim, kavitam, bhajagati shokamaye. No desire about dhanam, janam, sundarim. Only desire is how to serve Lord and all the devotees of the Lord. Devotees means everyone, all the living beings. Now, by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one's consciousness gets purified. The mind gets purified. Vision gets purified. Thoughts get purified. Words get purified. Words get purified. The existence gets purified. Everything becomes purified. So with the purified vision, he sees each and everyone is a devotee of Krishna. Someone may know or someone may not know. The eternal Swarup is Krishna Nityadas. This is known as Vaikuntha consciousness. How can we achieve? Very quickly, through the mercy of, when we get the favor of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we get this, realization. So at the end of this, chapter 7, where Sri Nityananda Prabhu is speaking about the Devapalli, where all the devatas live there, because devatas are also very much desiring to achieve Krishna Prema. So they come to Navadvipa and they live there and perform bhajan, Gaura bhajan there, with one objective, how to achieve love of Godhead. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Dhama give that, that blessings. And there is also one prediction in this chapter, Sheisha Mundirer Shesh পুনঃ কিছুদিন পরে এক ভক্ত নরবরে পাবে নৃসিংহের কৃপালেশ বৃহৎ মন্দির করি বসাইবে নরহরি পুনঃ সেবা করিবে প্রকাশ. So the prediction is that in Navadvipa Dham, one fortunate person will come and establish the service of Sri Narahari, Nrsimhadev. So in in Mayapur, beautiful Nrsimhadev we have, and Nrsimha Seva is also there. So this is the point, because in Devapalli, Lord Nrsimha Bhagavan lives there since Satyuga, means always lives there, and the Nrsimha Seva will be more and more prominent. Actually, in Kali Yuga, Nrsimha Seva becomes very much prominent. In other yugas, Lord Varaha Seva or Kurma Avatar Seva was prominent. But in Kali Yuga, Nrsimha Seva is prominent, isn't it? In South India, so many temples are there, about Dasavatara. They generally put Dasavataras in one temple, and in some temples they exclusively worship Kurma Bhagavan or Varaha Bhagavan. Also Narsingh Bhagavan, so many temples are there of Narsingh Bhagavan. But in Kali Yuga, people will mostly worship Krishna and Narsingh Bhagavan. So prediction is that again, after some time, one devotee will attain a drop of mercy of Sri Nrsimha Bhagavan and build a huge temple here. He will install Sri Nrsimhadev here and re-establish worship of him. This place is situated at the border of the 16 crores of Navadvipa Parikrama. So this is also there in Mayapur. Beautiful Narsingh Bhagavan appeared there, and in Tiyoviti temple there will be a nice temple within the temple, of Sri Narsingh Bhagavan. So in this way, the chapter 7 finishes, and now we'll begin chapter 8, but would not be able to finish. Chapter 8 says about the Harihar Kshetra, Sri Harihar Kshetra, Sri Maha Varanasi, Sri Godruma. Actually, Harihar Kshetra is also there, and that is known as Maha Varanasi, where Lord Shiva lives. So the 8th chapter begins with, again, all glories to Sri Sachi Nandana, the son of Mother Sachi. All glories to the Avadhuta Sri Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to the King of devotees, Sri Advaita Acharya. He is the King of devotees, the Lord of Sita. All glories to Sri Gadadhara Pandit and the Society of Devotees. All glories to the most beautiful Sri Navadvipa Dham. All glories to the holy name of Sri Gaura Hari. Sri Gaura Srivasa Pandit and the other devotees called out Hare, Hare and proceeded along with Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Now, in Harihar Chhatra, the description has been given. It's a very beautiful place where Lord Shiva always dancing by chanting Gauranga's name, saying Gaura, Gaura. The beautiful point is here. Hetay dhurjoti pinakodharo Gauro Gauro boli sadai nache Varanasi hote e dham paro hetay dhurjoti pinakodharo Gauro Gauro boli sadai nache nijo jane Gauro bhokti jache সহস্র বরস কাশিতে বসি লবে যে মুকুতি জ্ঞানীতে নাসি তাহা তো হেতায় চরণে ঠেলি নাচেন ভকত গৌরাঙ্গ বলি নির্জনে সময়ে এখানে জীব কানে গৌর বলি তারে নসিব মহাবারাণসী এ ধাম হয় জীবের মরণে নাহিক ভয় এত বলি তথা নিতাই নাচে শ্রী গৌর হরি প্রেম জীবেরে যাচে অলক্ষ্যে তখন কৈলাসপতি নিতাই চরণে করিল নতি গৌরী সহ শিব গৌরাঙ্গ নাম গাইয়া গাইয়া পুরয়ে কাম স্বতন্ত্র ঈশ্বর নিতাই তবে ভকত সঙ্গে চলিত যাবে. The point is beautifully Bhakti Thakur speaking how here Shri Harihar Kshetra, in this Harihar Kshetra, Lord Shiva is performing Gauranga Kirtan. The description is like that. The verses I already chanted. This Harihar Kshetra is superior to Varanasi, Kashi. Here Dhurjati, Shiva with matted hair, reigns splendidly, holding a damaru drum. Shiva is always dancing here, chanting Gaura, Gaura and praying for his followers to obtain Gaura Bhakti. The liberation obtained by sannyasis after living in Kashi and practicing jnana, speculative impersonal knowledge, for 1,000 years is here kicked away by the devotees as they dance and chant the name of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. The devotees considered themselves fortunate just to drink the nectar of Shri Gauranga's name. If any living being leaves his body in this place, in his final moment, Lord Shiva chants the name of Shri Gaura in his ear and thus liberates him. This holy abode is also called Mahabaranasi because the living entities here need not fear dying, considering that they will definitely attain the transcendental destination upon hearing the pure name of Shri Gaura emanate from Lord Shiva's mouth. In other words, they need not worry about their destination after death. Saying this, Sri Nityananda Prabhu began to dance and prayed that Sri Jeeva may also attain Prema for Gaura Hari. This is Nityananda. Nityananda is praying for everyone. And this mood we also should adopt. All Jiva souls are suffering here. When we pray to Lord for the welfare of Jiva, we must pray for everyone, not just one or two, wishing them well. Wish well for everyone. Everyone should attain the lotus feet of Lord. Thus, they can be relieved from all sufferings. Devotees have very magnanimous heart. They are not constricted to particular friend or family members. They realize that everyone is Krishna's family. We are all Krishna's family. One may realize this, one may not realize it. But the truth is truth. We are all Krishna's family. And we are all suffering over here. So if we have to bless someone, we must pray for everyone's welfare. blessings should be reached to everyone. We must pray at the lotus feet of Gauranga, please deliver everyone. And our acharyas teach that, wishing well for everyone. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole Vasudha is our relatives, means the family. Everyone is our relative through Krishna. And Nityananda also prays for us. Beautiful poem is there. The Nityananda says, I'm taking all the burden on my own shoulder. Just you go on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, I will definitely deliver you, and I will definitely take you to the other side of the material existence, and I will personally place you into the spiritual world. This is Nityananda Prabhu's magnanimity. So he prayed for Srila Jeeva Goswami. So he also can attain prema for Gaur Hari. We have to take shelter of Nityananda Gauranga. Rest of the things will be taken care of by them very, 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 very wonderfully. Okay. So up to this point we understood today that in Harihar Kshetra, that Lord Shiva resides here with Gauri, Shri Parvati, constantly chanting Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's names and thus fulfilling all of his desires. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is said, when we remember Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the most difficult task becomes easy. And if we do not remember Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then easy task becomes very difficult. What is the difficult task? To chant purely. So when we chant holy names of Krishna, the Maha Mantra, if we remember Gauranga, it becomes very smooth chanting, very blissful chanting. And what is the most difficult task? Going back home, back to Godhead. To become a pure devotee of Krishna. That difficult task also becomes easy when we take full shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Our journey also will become smooth, blissful journey. So, in this way, we have, discussed today about the Navadvipa Dham Mahatmya, glories of Navadvipa Dham. We have started 8th chapter, but we did not finish. So next time we'll finish 8th chapter. Okay? So thank you everyone. Thank you very much for listening to this class. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji. Very, very nectar. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. It was a very beautiful session. The entire reading was so blissful. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Priti. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dhamma Pranam. Very, very wonderful nectarian class as usual. Mataji, did you say that Chand Kazi was an incarnation of Kamsa? Gaur-lila? Did you say that, or did I mistake you for something else?
Yeah, I just touched. Means the main point I touched. Means Chand Kazi Leela, is there in the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat, but the whole Leela was not there. But main point was there. Even in offender gets Krishna Prema in Navadvipa Dham by the mercy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Chand Kazi was an offender, right? He tried to stop Sankirtan Leela, right? Whole Leela we can read in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat. But the main point is that how an offender and ultimately Kamsa attained Krishna Prema in Navadvipa Dham by the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That point we discussed.
He was Kamsa. That's right.
He was Kamsa. And Jarasandha was King Hussain Shah, that the king of Navadvipa, Bengal. In Krishna Lila, they again appeared in Gaura Lila for final goal, attainment of Krishna Prema. That is the success of our existence. That's why we exist. So ultimately they all joined Gauranga. Then they got the ultimate treasure, Krishna Prema. That point we discussed. Okay?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. If there's no more question or comment, can we end the class now? Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Navadvipa Dham Mahatmya ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai.